Hello, beach class. It's me, Mr. C, your new teacher. I thought I'd do a little video just to give you some information about me so you can really get to know the real Mr. C. So here's my little presentation. As you can see, it is all about Mr. C. Produced by Mr. C, written by Mr. C, edited by Mr. C, and directed by Mr. C. Okay then, let's move on. Slide number 1. Biography. So, I was born on the 16th of March 1992. I'm 28 years old. Here's a little picture of me shortly after being born. And that's another Mr. C. That's my father. I call him Mr. C. I'm from Guernsey, which is a tiny little island just off the coast of France. If you look really carefully on a map, you can see it, but it's not always that obvious. Very, very small. Just off the coast of France, but we don't actually speak French anymore. We speak English. I am the oldest of 4 Chamberlain children. So that good looking chap in the middle, that is Mr. C. And then this is Isabel, she's a year younger than me. This is Abigail, she's a couple of years younger than me. And this is Rory, he's 5 years younger than me. Okay, moving on. Merlot. Now you all know about Merlot, but here's a little bit more information for you. I have a miniature Dachshund, she's called Merlot. The name was actually picked by the children in my partner's class. So my partner works in Whitstable. So here's a few photos, I'll just talk you through them. So this is myself hugging Merlot. And as you can see, she's not that fussed by the beautiful view and the field full of cows and bulls behind her. No, she just wants to go back to her mum who took the photo. Not very nice. Here is Merlot wearing her hoodie. Quite a nice little hoodie, fits her quite well. However, I'm not very happy that she's actually chewing a pair of my socks. Don't know why she likes them, they're a bit smelly. This is Merlot on her first big walk in Canterbury. We took her to the butter market on the way through and we stopped for a little photo. This is Merlot at her first time at the beach. We took her to Tankerton and as you can see she's having a whale of a time. And this here is Merlot looking all happy up at the camera. She's actually begging because we had a nice, what did we have? We had ice cream. I think she wanted a little bit of my ice cream in that picture. She didn't get any, but she does look lovely in that picture. Okay, moving on. Hobbies. So, I do a lot of stuff in my spare time. I'm not just a teacher, I'm many things. So I enjoy art. I like to make a lot of lino prints. So here is me carving a piece of lino. It's a little bit like clay, and you use like a sort of rounded knife to carve patterns and designs out of it. So here's one of my pieces. This is a dude called Perseus who lopped the head off of a gorgon called Medusa. I'm sure you know all about that, and if not, then have a little research of it. It's quite a cool little Greek myth, that one. I like taking photos. People often ask me to do their wedding photography. So here's an example of one of my little photos that I took at a wedding. This was actually down the road from the Castle on the Hill from the very famous Ed Sheeran song called Castle on the Hill. They actually got married at the Castle on the Hill. I like to go surfing. I mainly surf in Cornwall because it's actually in England, but I have also surfed in Portugal as well. So here is me waxing up my board. Now you do that so that your feet don't slip off the board when it's all wet and slippery. And then that is me coming back from a long session of surfing. You can tell because I'm very, very wet and I'm very, very tired. I also enjoy snowboarding. So here is myself in Macanyaga, which is where the school ski trip goes every year. And last slide, travel. Now I love to travel. I've been quite a few places, but some of the places I've been to more recently are South Africa, Ireland, Cambodia, Vietnam, and New Zealand. I would love to go to Indonesia and Australia. So here's a few photos. This is myself and my partner. We are looking over Cape Town here. Now, this little toilet bowl shaped thing down there, that is actually the rugby stadium where Nelson Mandela came out in front of the whole crowd when South Africa won the World Cup final. Over here, you can actually see where he was imprisoned. That's Robben Island over there. This one here is Vietnam. This is the Mekong Delta. So I actually stayed with a family in this jungle. Very, very noisy jungle, very, very wet, lots and lots of mosquitoes. This is Ireland. This is something called the Giant's Causeway. That's me walking over it. It's basically loads of hexagonal prisms, stone hexagonal prisms going all the way up to that big sort of cliff behind you. This is me in New Zealand. This is in Queenstown. And this is actually me bungee jumping. It's the highest bungee that they have in New Zealand. Quite scary. And then this here is me in Cambodia. I just got off the bus. We've been doing a lot of traveling. It was very, very hot, very, very tired, very early in the morning. I get out and some lady just comes up to me and puts a tarantula on my arm. I wasn't very happy, as you can probably tell by the photo. I didn't really know how to react. However, about 15 minutes after that was taken, she deep fried that and then asked me to eat a piece. So I did. I think I had one of the legs. Never eaten tarantula before. I won't do it again. It tasted like Twiglets. So that's everything, really. That is me in a nutshell. If you've got any questions for me that you want to ask before you come and see me on Tuesday, then feel free to give a little comment underneath this post on Dojo. Really, really looking forward to seeing you all. And I've been keeping up with all your work on Dojo. Very, very impressed. I'm so excited for what next year is going to bring. Can't wait to see you all. See you later. Bye.